Good evening. 18 months of hard work will culminate on election night Tuesday, but campaigns are not slowing down.
And we have team coverage tonight, starting with KCCI's Alex Kirkpatrick, who met with local Democrats today. And Alex, while they're optimistic, organizers do admit that the party faces some major challenges.
Our democracy depends on each and every one of you.
Democrats are fired up because they know every vote counts.
Let's get out there and let's win this thing.
Democratic candidates filed into Corinthian Baptist Church Sunday afternoon, energizing dozens of volunteers to get souls to the polls. Cindy Axne is running in Iowa's 3rd Congressional District, Deidre DeGier for Secretary of State, Tim Gannon for Secretary of Agriculture, and Rob Sand for State Auditor.
I think the biggest challenge, of course, is making sure that we get everybody out to the polls. We have too many people who don't vote in our midterm elections, and unfortunately, we need to make sure that we change that.
At your precinct, thank you so much.
And over at the Iowa Democratic Party headquarters, volunteers are doing their part to pitch in.
Conversations on the door are the most important touch, and every touch that we make with voters just kind of reinforces our message.
So there's half the literatures for Cindy.
Democrats say they still feel the sting of 2016 when they lost power in the House and Senate. This coming from the state that sent President Barack Obama to the White House twice. But in true swing state fashion, they're hoping Iowa switches yet again from red to blue.
We've got a lot of folks hurting in our entire state, and they're hurting in a way that they can't really resolve the issues that are going on. It's going to take representation.
Race in Iowa's 3rd Congressional District between Axne and Congressman David Young. The latest New York Times poll shows 44% of likely voters support Axne, while 43% support Young. That's well within the poll's margin of error of plus or minus 4.6 percentage points. Laura?
David Young's campaign knocked on doors this afternoon in Waukee. Senator Joni Ernst and City Council member Anna Bergman joined the congressman as they canvassed the area. Yesterday, while on a whistle-stop train campaign tour, Young acknowledged his district is a so-called purple district and anything can happen.
It's a competitive district, obviously. It's a purple district, Republican leaning by maybe 1 point, but in 2014 and in 2016 they called it a toss-up and competitive. We won by double digits. I'm honored to serve. We think we're going the right way.
Well, it's also neck and neck in the race for Iowa governor. Today, Governor Kim Reynolds rallied supporters at a homecoming event in Osceola. KCCI's Marcus McIntosh reports in Clark County.
Incumbent Governor Kim Reynolds spent part of her Sunday in Osceola, her hometown, showing up her support and spreading her message in efforts to keep the state's top job for 4 more years.
This is just awesome to be back home.
A crowd of about 100 people, most who have known Governor Reynolds and supported her for a long time, came out to hear her message.
How are you? Good to see you.
She was a great mentor to me, a great friend, and I believe in what she stands for and what she's doing for the great state of Iowa.
Something Governor Reynolds stressed, also something she does not take all the credit for.
This Republican team is cutting taxes, we're growing jobs and wages and opportunities, we're investing in our greatest asset, our young people.
The crowd of supporters say this homecoming rally reinforces their support for the governor.
She loves this state. She loves the people of this state. She's got the people and the state moving in the right direction.
Governor Reynolds told the crowd the importance of voting on Tuesday, urging them to spread the word to ensure everyone is casting their ballots. She says this is an important election and every single vote matters.
And we knew it was going to be about turnout, and I truly believe it is about keeping the state moving forward.
After leaving her hometown, Governor Reynolds made 3 other campaign stops Sunday.
Commitment 2018 is not slowing down, it's just heating up. In Osceola, Marcus McIntosh, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
Governor Reynolds has a very busy day tomorrow. She plans to make 9 campaign stops all across the state.
Fred Hubbell, Reynolds' Democratic challenger, and his running mate Rita Hart campaigned in eastern Iowa today. They were at a Marion campaign office headquarters this afternoon rallying support. Hubbell reminded the packed room that in this tight race, he'll need every vote to secure a victory. Hubbell says actually getting people to the polls is his top priority.
That's the most important thing we can do right now. If we're going to change the direction of our state, is get the votes out, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we need your help. We really need your help right now.
Hubbell criticized Reynolds on the budget, privatized Medicaid, and her tax credit incentive program. You can look for expanded election coverage here on KCCI. Tomorrow we have a special edition of KCCI 8 News Close-Up. It's at 6:30 following KCCI 8 News at 6. Then on Tuesday you can count on KCCI for complete election results coverage. You can also find them on our free KCCI 8 mobile app.